Hey guys, Nice Education here and welcome to the series 2 of the Blender Beginner Basic Tutorial series. In this series, we will be going through the deep about the using these tools. Without being here, let's dive into the real process. Let's start from the pretty basic, from the selection to the tools. If this basic is down, you can actually create your own 3D model out of this. Now let's hop over to the Blender by opening up the Blender. So after opening up, there will be a pop-up message calling the Blender 2.78c. So this is the version of the 2.78c I'm going to work it. To get rid of this, just click out of this anywhere to make that. First in this, we have all of these tools, and there is a much of this tool. We have of the screen value of 1920 by 180, and all of these resolutions, FPS, and all these shaders. You have a view, how to view the object, and object modes and all of these stuff. So I'm not going to be worrying about this. So let's get started on the basic of this, how to use this tool and how to move this. If you actually see this object, you have a cube in this one. So also you have a red as a X and Y as a green and blue as a Z axis. So as you see in here, there is a bunch of options. So I will be coming down the row and explaining about these. So now, where the axis X and Y, back and front, left and right, and the Z axis top and bottom. Where in the bottom left you can see the mouse. Oops, it doesn't show. I'm going to be getting it over here. So this one going to be showing what key I'm actually going to be using, like that. So if you want to move this by the this is the transformation tool. You can move all the way this Y axis, X axis, and D axis. If you want to restore this, Control Z, that's going to be restoring all of these one. In this window is the viewport. So if you want to add a object, so in here you are going to be clicking the key called Shift and A. So you will have in the mesh, you will have a plane, cube, circle, UV sphere, ISO, sphere, cylinder, cone, and top. Like this, all of these stuff. So if you want a cube, so you press click on this, you will have a cube. You can drag these all the way to if you want to place anywhere out of this. Till now you know how to move, how to place the items from in the viewport, all of this stuff. So you are ready for making a good object. But it's not a you have a rotation, you have scaling the object. You can scale, but rather than adding these object into this and making them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press a S, and without moving further, I'm going to be placing a X-axis. I'm going to be moving in the X-axis so I can move. Without for now, I'm not sure what units I am going to be moving. So I'm going to be entering this as 10 units from here and enter. So again press S, and this time I am going to be using Y, and with also a 10 units. So if you see that, it makes a sense of making a nice flow look. But in the Z axis it's launched. So press X and Z axis and make it a little thinner, so it becomes like a flow, like this. So as you see, we have done about scale and rotation. Now rotation, we have done transformation tool. Scale, now we are going to be using a rotation. Further, I'm going to be using another object from here called a cube, and this one I'm going to be typing O, and without rotate this object, move this, I'm going to be using a Z axis for rotation. if you notice that how much degree you want, you can also enter here. I want to rotate to 180 degrees, so it's make a equal angle. So if I move 190 degrees also, it just makes a sense. If I just scale this off, you will notice that if I now move with the z-axis, you can of 90 degrees, you can see that the object is just changing in their way. So as the way we have completed our rotation, scale and transmission tool. To fly around this field, you have only two options to be flying around this. You have a middle mouse button. If you click this, you can move all the way by rotating the your camera position to view anyway how we can. So also there is another button called can zoom in, and middle mouse button, if you roll front you can zoom in, if you roll back it's zoom out. And then if you want to unselect the object, just if you have selected the object by using the right click of the mouse button, and you can just click A to unselect. If you want to select everything, just click A, as it will select everything there. If you want to delete the object, the target object, click right click the object and press X and delete. It will be deleted from the scene. And also one thing, keep in mind that this circle with the cross dots should be pressed in the between. So if it's there, but if you can move this, you can by clicking left click anywhere, it can move all the way. So if you want to place in the center, if you don't know where the 0x 0y 0z axis, you can go upward to this. There is a plus sign over here. Just right click left click and you can grab it over in a 3D, under the 3D cursor, X, Y and Z, make it a 0 like that. It will go all the way. If you want to comprise this, just by using left click, just make the dash it over here, it just move over all the way that. Now also there is a useful option called it a object mode and edit mode. You can able to edit this mode by clicking in this, by selecting this one and press the tab button, and it just goes to the edit mode, or just click there and make it edit or object mode. And also if you see this, it just turn into, it just select everything. So if I add a object from here, you can make this rotate the object all the way by making, if you import this to the engines, and you can make a door of, it can rotate and open and like that stuff. So as for the example case, if you select, if I select this object, it just select in, it's there, make sure it's there in the object mode. If I select this, it select the single object. If I select this object, it just selected these both. If I move, it just moves these two objects. Is how I did this. I just click here or unselect this by clicking A, and also I just make it, I just created an object called a shift A mesh and a object. Now I am going to be using tab here, and again I am going to be pressing shift A and also a cube. Just move all the way around and just again the tab to be in the object mode. So if I press this one in the object mode, remember that I'm in the object mode. If I press this, it just selected these two, I can move it easily. This time you can able to place this as make an apartment using this, or using a glass anywhere with this one. This is the important to make a two object attach each other. If you want this one as in edit mode, you just edit this edit mode and attach this object. Then if I move this, you can see that the two object is attached, where you can move this in single way. And finally, there is some of the option that you can see from the top view. As in the number pad, just press 7 as it goes into this top view. You can it's just a top view, can make a arrangement in the top view. And if you don't have the number pad, you can go to the view and you can change this to a top view, bottom, front, back, right, left, and top. If you want to go back, just click the middle mouse button and drag all the way and zoom it all the way around. It just press this one. This is important. Why if I click here, it just rotates. It just rotates perfectly, but I don't know what is. Okay, anyway, just click this and make sure you are setting this to 0, 0, 0. It is important as you are working on a huge scale of the object, so you just span here, not rather than spanning anywhere. If you want to create a door, you can able to make this object like this and click here. And if I add a object called a cube, it just spans over here, not spanning on rather wherever it want. So if you see here, there is a object to notice that I'm going to get rid of this object by clicking here and this one with the shift. Just click X and just delete this one. This is the light and the camera. For now it doesn't need it for now. Till now we have covered the pretty basic stuffs for this to create a model from out of this. Just practice around. Just you can able to create a basic character, a basic model like a walkable plane. Just you can import it. I will come out to next video for how to import the object and like the stuffs too. And I am really excited to get it out to you guys. And simply head over to my next video in the playlist to get started, and make sure you have subscribed to stay up to date. Once again guys, thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome, be creative. EDU Nihal Knight signing out. This video is made possible by my supporters on the Dreadeye. If you want more videos like this, then check out my Dreadeye page, is in the link in the description. To stay up to date on my new releases, make sure you have follow me on the main social media.